Hi everyone, our journal page today, and at the end of the video there's going to be a giveaway, so stay tuned. I want to start my page with some gold circles. I've got a gold acrylic paint here, and I've got all kinds of circles that I can play with and create something in the background. I'm starting with this big one, and well, I think I'll just, instead of using my finger, I'll just tap a little bit of it, the acrylic paint, just with this brush before I'm going to get myself into the paint. I'm putting a large amount of paint here. I'm hoping I don't want it to be perfect. I want a little bit of texture, and that's why I'm putting generous amount of the acrylic paint on the edge of this circle. Here we go. So one large circle going here. Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. And I'm thinking if I want more large circles or smaller ones. I think I'll go with smaller ones. I'm trying to lift some of the excess paint. I'll clean it later. And let's see, I think, no, too large, don't know. No matter how many circles I've got, I never have the exact size that I want. Okay, I'll settle for this one. And again, I'm just putting a large amount of gold acrylic paint here on the edge. Okay, going here. Oh yeah, I want to use this one again, so again just putting a little bit more acrylic paint. I want circles all over, but I'm starting with this larger ones. Oops. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm going to do this the same. Yeah. Sometimes mistakes, oopsies, just turn out great. Okay, too large. Maybe this, because the edge is wider. I don't want a thin line for the circles, at least not for the larger right now. So I really like what happened here without any planning. Yes. Next, another one. Of course, this kind of a layout doesn't have to be with gold. You can pick any kind of color that you want. I am planning to use watercolors on top, or sprays, anything watery that will just travel freely on the page. I really like these circles with the wider edge. Now, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to use watercolors, and some of it probably will go on top of the gold, and some it will be more faded, but I don't care. Probably will go with more circles on top if I feel that it's not enough. So we'll see. That's just the start. Again, picking another circle, just a smaller one, but I'm looking for the one that the edge is a little bit more wide. Okay. The layout of each circle, again, not planned. I'm just having fun with placing them and creating something interesting. That's it. Now I'm just using the leftover paint. Okay, so right now I'm leaving it as is. I want it to be dry completely before I continue, so I'll be back. Okay, so this seems to be dry. I'm going to start putting some paint in. I'm going to use watercolors. I also have sprays that I make from gel food coloring and water. It really doesn't matter. You can even take just markers and paint inside the areas of the circles. It's really up to you, and you can go wild with it. Okay, so I've got this set. This is a Paul Rubens watercolor set, and I need some water. Okay, I've got a jar of water here to the side, and I think I'll start with some dark blue. I am also going to put a little bit of water so it will help the paint travel. I want it loose. I'm not opting for something very precise. I wanted to keep the watery feel. The only thing I'm doing is adding a little bit paint where I think it's not strong enough. Otherwise, I'm not even keeping too much to the areas. Wherever it goes, it goes. I'm taking a little bit of a purple here. I'm not sure if I want to keep even inside the circles or if I want it to go wild. I'm letting the purple bleed out just so you can see. More water. By putting water directly on the page, I'm helping it spread. Let's see. I think I'll take some purple, but with this dark magenta, just so I'll have a little bit of variation to the color, and I'm spraying water and letting it do its thing. There is no not a lot of planning going into it. I'm just having fun putting down some color. I like how it bleeds. I like that there is no not too much planning going into it, just letting the water do its thing, as I said. And of course, if you don't like this effect, you do you and have fun with it. Let's see. Just by spraying, it does its thing. I don't need to do anything more. Let's see. What color do I want to use now? Let's take another blue, because I like blue. What can I say? I'm putting most of the color at the bottom of each circle. Just because I like it like that. And now I'm thinking, what other color do I want to use? I think this needs a more, it's just too faded. Also this one, a lot of time when it dries and sinks into the paper, then it looks faded. So you can go in and add to it. And that's what I'm going to do now. Just adding water here and adding more paint. And once again spraying. Where is the purple? Here we go. Purple. Whoops. Too much purple on this small circle. I'm trying to remove some of it. Okay. And now again, this one just not interesting enough and too faded. Until I get the result that I want. I don't care, I have a puddle here. It's just part of having fun with the water. I can use some sprays. I'm not spraying, I'm just using them like so. You can probably even dilute acrylics and again let it do its thing. Ooh, yeah. I think I really like this purple, and do I want more? I don't know. I think I'll leave it as is. I really like all this puddling and bleeding, although this one just went too much, so I'm just going to touch it a little bit. I can, if you don't like the puddles, take either a baby wipe or a paper towel and just do something like this and lift whatever you want to lift. Mostly I'm doing it now just so I won't have to wait forever for everything to dry. And I really like how some of it went outside the lines, so I'm thinking maybe I should do some splattering. I'm taking a little bit of the purple, more water, more purple. Yeah. That's another thing that I like to do a splatter on wet, and it spreads and it creates more interest. Okay, now I'm going to let this dry completely. Before I continue, I'll be back. Okay, so this seems to be dry and I want to add more details to my background. I've picked one stamp of like handwritten script, and I've got Dusty Concord distress ink pad. I just want to spread it and go a little bit off the circles just to break it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with a perfect print. I'm just adding visual texture to my page. Yeah, already liking it. I think that's enough. Now I've got some, this is rubber gaskets that I just glued to this foamy thing. It's from a children's play, this foamy stuff, and I'm just going to add some circles all around. Yeah, and now a smaller one. Really went with the circles. Went to town with the circles. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Okay, so we've got this. Now I want to have a butterfly or butterflies for this page, but I want to make a pinky paper that I will take the butterfly from it. So I'm moving this aside, and I'm going to take just this is one Bristol paper, and I'm thinking, let's see, of doing it with some of the distress ink, and I want to go with colors that will stand out on all the blue and purple I've got on the page. So I've got some fossilized amber, spiced marmalade, and scattered straw, and I think I'll add a little bit of something like I'm looking for something blue, just so it will be on top a little bit, and I've got Marmalade Lagoon. We'll see. Okay, and I'm thinking I wanted to try to do something. I don't know if it will work. So I'm going to try and we'll see where it goes. Let's see, I need just a little bit of plastic to do this. Where did I put it? Okay, I'll look for it. I'll be back. Okay, so here is what I wanted to dry. I've got some plastic bag here. You can take acetate, whatever, anything that is a non-porous surface. I've got a black acrylic ink here, not ink, black acrylic paint here, and I am taking just a brush with water, and I want it very, very diluted, like ink. I've got black ink, but I wanted to try it with acrylic paint to see if it will work. So let's see. More water. I don't know if it will work. We'll see. Okay, so that's what I was looking for this effect to be on the plastic. And I want my paper to dip my paper on top of it, place it, and to see what it will give me. If it will give me an interesting texture. You know what? I'm also going to fold it just to see if it will create something else. Okay, interesting. And now I'm just going to put my paper like this. I'm holding it in place, so it's a Bristol paper, so it's a little bit thick. It's not printer paper, and I want it to soak whatever I've got here. So this is really interesting. The only thing I want to do, because I already got more of this, maybe just drop a little. I'll drop all of it, and I want to try it with printer paper. We'll see what it will get me. Okay, I'm hoping to get something interesting. Just one more painty paper. Maybe even, yeah, spraying. Yes. Okay, printer paper. I had here printer paper. Where it is? Where is it? For goodness sake. Okay. Here we go, printer paper. I think I'll just spray it a little bit more and we'll see what it gets me. Probably the result will be a little bit different because it's a thinner paper and it soaks the paint more than a thicker paper. Okay, so I don't like it. It's interesting, but I don't like it. But it worked quite nicely on the Bristol paper. So I'm going to move it aside. And also this before I'm making more of a mess. And back to this. So now I want to add from the distress inks here, and let's see, I'm just going to take this acrylic block and I'm gonna start by smooshing the ink pad on here, spraying it with water and just let it spread. Again, I'm looking for something organic, not blend, just stains. You can do it with, again, with sprays, with watercolors. As long as you're putting it on a non-porous surface, then you're golden. I'm keeping for now with the same color. It's just going to layer it. Now, if I don't want the colors to mix, then I need to dry in between. Because if I will reach out like to this orangey color and do the same thing while this is wet, then it will mix and blend together, and I want stains. So I'm going to reach for my heat tool. Only thing is you need to have patience, and sometimes I don't have patience, and I'm just going to dab and take away some of the water that don't dry. I'm moving on to this fossilized amber. It's almost the same color, but I don't care. Again, I'm layering. I can also, instead of smooshing the paint or the ink, whatever, I can also smoosh here the ink pad. Oopsie. Put some water and take a fan brush. Here we go. And just start splattering it all over. Another way to go about it. And again, it can be with the distress inks, it can be with sprays that you have, it can be with watercolors, whatever you want, you can use. So this is it. I think I won't wait for it to dry. I'm going for this color, for the orangey color. I can even just drop it like like this. So many ways to go about it. Okay. I think I'll reach for some let's see, spray that I have, just to go a little bit faster about it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to continue building up the layers until I'm satisfied with what I've got. So I'll just continue and I'll be back. Okay, so doesn't look like much, but I already like where it's going, but I don't like the white that's showing through. I probably should have dyed the paper first, but that's okay. I'm just going to take some yellow watercolor, and I'm just going to go over everything quite like a wash, and I can also continue and build on top of it. So just going over. Now I don't have to use one watercolor paint. I can vary, but right now I'm more interested in covering the white areas. I'm going quite lightly because I don't want an opaque cover, wash, whatever, because then I will lose all these details I've got in the back, underneath, whatever I splattered and smooshed here. And I still want to go with some turquoise on top, some splattering of turquoise on top. Right now I'm just working on this color to achieve something interesting. Maybe I've got some gold watercolor paint. Maybe afterwards I'll go over everything with it just to get some shimmer. Not sure yet. First I want to finish this part and then splatter some turquoise, and we'll see. I'm really liking what's going on here. All the splattering details are paying off. Okay. So I've got this, and I haven't used a lot of water, so it's not one big puddle. And now for the splattering of turquoise. I think I'll just use the spray bottle that I have with turquoise. And let's see, fan brush. Just need to squeeze it in and go to town again with the splattering. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll close this and still add some of this marmalade lagoon just for a little bit of a different color. So water, don't know how much you can see about the difference in the color, but it's all part of building up the layers of this painty paper that is going to be butterflies. I'm also adding water, so now I will have a less concentrated splatter, which also helps in the variation. Okay, and just taking a brush for bigger splatter. Yeah, okay, really like it. Just need to wipe all the mess that I've done and let this dry. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so finished with this. It's dry, it's flat. If you're wondering how it's flat, it is because I've ironed it. I've got this small iron. I bought it for something else. It wasn't great for clothes, but it's great for papers. Don't even remember where I bought it. But that's that. So I've ironed the page. Now I want to use some, I've got some butterfly stamps that I want to print here, and then I will have to fussy cut them for my page. Now I've got this larger one that I want to use, and I'm thinking of using two smaller ones, the large one and two smaller ones on my page. So I'm taking this Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, and I'm inking. I think I never used this stamp, so I'm just going to make sure I'm covering everything so I will have a nice print. Okay, I don't have a specific place. This is, as you can see, it's not it's just organic, nothing symmetrical, so I'm just stamping it here, and I will use the rest of the page for more butterflies. Some will go on my art journal page today, and some will just be left for other projects. I'm keeping I'm putting pressure and letting it sit, because I want a really nice print. Although if it won't be that great, I can always fix it, like here. Okay, maybe I'll ink another one, just so I will have something to play with. I'll probably need to re-ink this ink pad, but I'll just make do with this for now. Okay, so here we go, another one, and then I will move on to smaller butterflies. I should probably have put something like craft foam underneath. It helps in getting a finer print. Oh, that's okay. So I've got two large ones, and I'm moving on to a smaller one. I'll just print some and see what fits on my page. And I've got some craft foam here, so I should probably put some underneath. Okay, here we go again. I'm trying to fit as many butterfly as I can on this page. Yeah, okay, I don't like much this butterfly, so I'm going to switch to another one. Let's try this one. I think both these sets are, this is the first time I'm using them. Just goes to show you, I buy stuff and I don't use it. Shame on me. I'm not sure this will work because it would be mostly black and the colors won't show through. So yeah, as I figured, a lot of black, not enough, although it's really interesting. I'm just not sure it will work on my art journal page. Let's try the other ones while I'm at it. And I've got more butterfly stamps that I can try. Yeah, okay, too much black. And let's see, I think I've got this one. Maybe this one will work. This is nice. I'll stamp another one. I've got enough black, but enough showing through. So probably this large one and two like this ones. Yeah. And let's see, do I have something else? Let's try. I've got just one more to try. So it seems there is never enough butterflies. Yep. Don't know if it will fit here, but I'll try. Okay. Yes, it fit. Let's see, can I fit another one? Yeah, I can fit another one. Okay, so now I've got to cut them out of the page. I'm using nail scissors because they are more dainty, more narrow, and they have a curve that I'm using to my advantage. And I'm going to continue doing this off camera because it's so not interesting watching me fussy cut the butterflies. I'm not cutting the antennas. It's just not important. I can draw by hand the antennas. I'm just cutting out the butterfly. So I'll be back. Okay, so I fussy cut them, and the only thing I've done to these two is I went around the butterflies with this makeup sponge, and I'm using the black ink to go around. I think it just finishes the butterflies better. It's more, just a little bit more dramatic, and I don't know, more defined. Up to you if you want to do something like that. And just going very quickly around with the black ink. I'm not even too precise about it. As I said, it just went for a contrast and dramatic, so I really don't care. So here we go. So that's the placement, and I'm going to put some glue in the back, and then I just want some little details, and I still need to go with you over the giveaway. I hope you have some patience to stay with me. Okay. So glue. I'll probably need to hold it in place or put something heavy on top of it. Yeah. Just until the glue will settle. I think this needs to move just a little bit. Yep. Okay, now I'm happy. So in terms of details, I'm just taking a permanent black marker, doing the antennas. Very simple. Not even super necessary, just if you want to. And I'm going over some of the body of the butterfly, just to make it a little bit more, again, defined. Yeah, okay, so that's that. And details, I'm just going to pick some of the gold again and a stylus, and I want some, I don't know how much of it you can see, but I can, and I wanted a little bit of the gold to be here on the butterflies. It's a shame that metallics just don't show quite on a video when filming, so, but it's there. Just a few dots to connect everything. Okay, so that's the details, and now my page is finished. I like it. I'm leaving it be. I'm thinking about doing something more, but I think this is it. It needs to stay this way. I was thinking about more gold splattering, but I think it just would be a little bit maybe too much, so I'm leaving it be, as I said. And yeah, I've got some mess here. Okay, let's move this so I can go with you about the giveaway. There is going to be 10 giveaways. Yep. Okay, so if you want to be in the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment down below so I will know that you want to be in the draw. And there is a week for it, so I will announce the winners of the giveaway next Sunday. Down under, it's Monday, Today is Monday, next Monday for you, but the rest of us it would be Sunday. So first of all, these are 2 pouches with prints of this is an art journal page I've done in the past. Even it has a video, and I've printed it on this. Not I personally, I ordered it, and I've got here all kinds of tags and a little stencil and a greeting card and a bookmark and all kinds of stuff here. So again, this is a painting of mine on a canvas that again ordered it and printed it on this. So all kinds of stuff here. Here are some more things that are in the giveaway, things I've done in the past, and now I'm going to dump it on an unsuspecting winner. Tags, stickers, all kinds of painty papers that I've done and made into this again. And each of this stuff, always check the pockets, because I'm putting inside all kinds of fun stuff to play with. Again, some tag, greeting card, even some stamps, all kinds of painty papers that I've put in this. Here we go. This is a binder and a bookmark and a stencil and some painty papers I made, and some all kinds of stuff that I've made and you can play with. So that's another thing. Okay, here is another one. All kinds of fun stuff that I made. Some envelopes, some papers inside. This is a notebook with all kinds of stuff on the inside to play with. Another notebook with all kinds of stuff. And here is another journal made of envelopes and all kinds of fun stuff to play with on the inside, and some painty papers. So 10 there will be 10 winners. You just need to leave me a comment down below. So this is it for today. I hope you like the art journal page, and I hope you will leave a comment and be in the giveaway. I will announce the winners next Monday for Down Under. So thank you for watching, and thank you. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.